Hey friends, hope you're well. I guess if you're paying attention to the world outside, it's getting crazier by the day. Won't even go into all the various distractions that the system is offering us all. Yeah, enough on that. We ended up in Glastonbury, so we've been parked here a few days. You remember Jack and Lisa from the tour? We've been hanging with them. Tonight there's an eclipse at I think 9:12 p.m. and so we're going to be up on the Glastonbury tour. It's a Taurus, an energetic center, they say, the heart. I'm going to go try and go live from there. Here's Jack. Jack, I was just making a quick bit, but I'll go live from there tonight, hopefully at 7 o'clock, something like that, UK time.
Oh, fuck me.
Don't say that so loud. I'm gonna put this video on YouTube. People might think you've got ideas.
I love you all.
Yeah, that you might want to do something inappropriate with me.
It's hard, you know. It's
Going in
hard.
the shop, did you see that? What sparked me to make this video actually was I saw this lady with a plastic visor.
That was I was stopping just because of that, because
but it was her young son, 14-year-old or whatever son, wearing
too
this
young.
big hectic mask on his face, and it was like, I just want to weep to see young children, young men, you know, walking around in masks that they may never take off. It looks horrendous. It's like this part of the face is missing. We've just been muzzled. We're showing our fear. There's a woman with a scarf, but that when she got out of the car and put on that like full, you know, hockey visor or whatever it is,
or this one that do with the irons, you know.
Oh yeah, like a welding gun. Yeah.
He has
like
this.
Yeah. I mean,
oh my God.
You know, I used to think that humanity was quite smart. But now
you think wrong. They make us so stupid that it really is disgusting, ridiculous.
So it seems, you know, like despite our best efforts, you've got to realize that this brainwash, this cement that people have been tossed into is hardening, and I don't see it breaking for these folks. I mean, something crazy goes down. Really, that's what I think. Now, it has to be.
I think now they are so locked that even if the governments on televisions, on mainstream media, everyone says suddenly, it's over. There is no virus.
We were joking.
It's over. We were joking. Still, they will be cautious. Like, I don't know how many years.
Yeah. And the damage to young children will be that, you know, probably some of them forever will see strangers as a health hazard.
That's why
anyone is.
I hope that it's gonna change for all of us, for those as much, for those who are really on it, these kids and all of it, so much.
Yeah, it's very sad.
That they will recognize, you know, because this is. That is going to be a joke in the end, okay? Just in that case, we will all forget. They will all forget. If they're going to realize really that's a joke, that in the end we all going to laugh. We all going to do these funny movies of it, and you know, make a jokes of it, and that kind of points.
Yeah.
Or they're not going to realize.
I got this rising sense that this doesn't go away for the foreseeable future, and so it imprints itself indelibly in the psyche and the human condition. And what do we do now? Do we stand in the wind, in the storm, as the tsunami's hitting the beach, saying, you know, you're going in the wrong way? We have to make our own way to the high ground, to the safe place. And then others that survive that, come through that, can take a similar lead or learn from some of the things we've done. It just feels to me like exhausting myself on I mean, I don't get me wrong, whenever I get an opportunity to have a conversation with someone and I can see some way of making ground with them, I'll try and drop them some info. But even then, you know, as I said to an old guy yesterday, to be honest with you, this is you're so far back in terms of what you need to know in order to free yourself from. It's not easy. It's easy to say, you know, go within and free yourself from all the traumas that you've been wrought by this existence that was designed. But it takes so much journeying to get to that point of faith where you realize this was a test. This was like a lot of shit was going to get thrown at you, and it was whether or not you could kind of come to terms with that shit and stop shouting at it, stop being angry with it. You know, it is what it is. And I was thinking earlier, you know, you were saying about as above, so below, with you know, a storm below and the love above. Well, what about if it's as below, so above, and if they can create hell here, you know, they create this, then they create pandemonium upstairs. Ultimately, you know, it all works out in the end. But that's under my thoughts about what the point of all this disturbing. Oh no, he has another two wearing underpants around their nose, and dudes in cars with masks.
And they all drive so expensive cars.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
How bright they
yeah.
are.
Anyone can be. It doesn't matter what job you do and how much you earn. Anyone can be fooled. We've all been brainwashed. All been brainwashed. Repetition. Well, and guys walk through. I mean, in Glastonbury, and this is meant to be like the coolest place in the world, nearly. And you know, guys walk past you and look the other. You know, like look down, don't make eye contact, and as though we're like. It's, you know, so. It's a long way back, if we're ever to get back. And
yeah, but
I don't
for
think
sure.
I don't think that's necessarily the point. I think this is one of the tricks about this Black Lives Matter and White Lives, All Lives Matter, and all that. I think one of the tricks is that they're getting people to protest for more of the old system, make more slave office jobs for black people, kind of thing. And it's like, why would you want that? That's the point. They're getting you to fight for. Give me my infrastructure back. Give me my cars and my, you know, my flat screen TV and
freedom for work.
My holidays twice a year because I, you know, earn £40,000 or £60,000 or whatever it is, and I do this job in an office. Is that what this is all about? I thought the point was to return to nature. I think that's what this is meant to be teaching us, is that man systems always fuck up. You know, they are always poisoned by the by the stagnancy of greed and just various other attributes that are exploited. You know, so.
Yeah.
So that's all you're fighting for when you go and argue for that. Oh, we want more. We want the jailer to give us different conditions, and for those group over there to give them special treatment and to enhance their sense of victimhood. Everyone's playing that, you know. Oh, I'm bad, I'm a victim. You might as well be a Catholic then. Just like everybody's a sinner. Forget all that. Forget all that stuff, and you know, realize that in this day you can be at peace and one. You know, stop being in the screen, I suppose. Anyway, I'll leave it there unless you had any final words, Jack.
Try to love it.
Yeah, and understand and compassion for the folks who are left behind, as it were, you know. Mentally, at least, people have been reduced to children. And sometimes the older they are, the younger they become in their abject fear. And my father's in the same. I sent him this thing on propaganda, on brainwashing, and he's like, yeah, I see it, I understand that, but we can't go outside our compound. And that's how he might end up his days, you know, if they don't. 10 days time, they're bringing in mandatory masks on British transport vehicles, buses, trains, and so on. So it's like, it's not going away as they move down from level 5 to 4 to 3. They're just kind of thinking of more things and bringing in more constraints. Oh, look, a young girl, 12, 13. I saw these 3 children on the beach with masks on.
Yeah, but you gotta know that that's a reflection of parents. That really children, in a way, especially these 10 years old and
Yeah.
something like that, they don't have much to say.
And increasingly non-conformists will be seen as you're a bad guy, man. You're putting other people at risk. You see that a lot. So it's just going to get uglier, guys. It's going to get more unpleasant. And the question is, do you want to continue kind of rubbing up against that? Or do you want to work on finding something, you know, that works
Something
for you,
new, yeah.
that divests as much as possible from this? I mean,
We gotta unite.
I am of the view that there's another event, another big thing coming that's going to skew everything more. You know, already it's, you know, financially and socially, psychologically, these things are already a train wreck. But I think the train wreck is still going to fall in a cavity that's just up ahead, into a ravine. So we'll see. And when that happens, then, you know, you want to still be strong. You don't want to be like, I'm caught up in this mess. So
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you're physically away. It just means that your arc, you're prepared here, you know, because everything changes. Good day.
Yeah, the car is interesting for sure.
Guy looking at me like I'm some kind of criminal, you know.
It's the car also.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. We're in Jack's car, and Jack's car's got stuff. It happens to have my name on it right there. So how about that? I happen to be sitting under my name. So yeah, Jack, I had to go and do some laundry. Jack wanted to go to the shop, and we're going to go to the tour later on, about 7 o'clock UK time. So
yeah.
I hope to see you then. Bye for now.
Love.
Indeed.